Tonight, from MetLife Stadium in New Jersey, it's Week 4 of the NFL on EA Sports. We'll see Sam Darnold and the New York Jets taking on Drew Lock and the Denver Broncos.
Take the Lincoln Tunnel through Weehawken, through Secaucus, across the Hackensack River, and you'll arrive, as we have, at MetLife Stadium at East Rutherford, New Jersey. A few minutes ago, the hometown Jets were introduced to this sellout crowd, and it's a roar that could be heard across the river in Manhattan. They're set to go as their Jets will match up with the Denver Broncos. Hi again, everyone. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And, Charles, you look at this Jets ball club. Now, losers their last time out, so they'll look to make amends here.
And one of the best ways you can do motion to a victory in this one.
Meanwhile, for the visiting Broncos, they were winners last time out, so they'll be looking, Charles, to make it 2 in a row.
And what I enjoyed when I watched their game tape and their victory last week is they put it together in every phase. Good offense, good defense, and some key plays on special teams. Let's see if they can get that second win in a row.
They'll run here with a former Steeler. This is Le'Veon Bell. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
The ball carrier.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back down and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run. But the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves. Carry there by Le'Veon Bell, and he's just trying to get back to the form he exhibited in Pittsburgh when he was one of the top backs in the NFL. In 2019, though, no games over 100 yards rushing, and only 3 games with 20 or more carries. The more he touches it, the more effective he is.
They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught.
That's good.
And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13.
They've got good playmakers on the offensive side of the ball. I don't know what happened last week to really hurt their performance and hold down their production, but I would dare say that this week in practice, there's a lot of talk about how they're going to increase their proficiency.
And that was a good start getting the playmakers involved. You mentioned that to me pregame. That's what they did there.
Yeah, I think a lot of people think the coaching staff really gets on them, and that's how they motivate them. Most of these guys are self-motivated. They have a lot of pride.
Pressure, and he's going to be taken down. They sack him back right around the 44. Barreling in for the sack, Shelby Harris.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
Yeah, what's perfectly called for a defense to attack a screen?
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen operates against the blitz, if you have the blitz called and you still cover the screen, now that allows your blitzers to get there.
Darnold and the Jets come up 3rd and long following the sack. A shotgun snap for Darnold. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Brandon, we saw these defenders flying to the football in their win last week, and nothing has changed. They're still moving around quickly and forcing incompletions.
On fourth down, rookie Braden Mann will punt for the Jets. Denver has Deontay Spencer deep to return. Yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Broncos take over. First down and 10.
10-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Locke. He's got his 6'5" receiver. That's Tim Patrick. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19.
First down.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had the big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Locke working out of the gun. Open man, that's Noah Fant, the tight end. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. And you know what else you're looking for? Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
And the Broncos.
The numbers a week ago for Melvin Gordon. 12 carries, 123 yards, and a touchdown.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Locke now on 1st down. Airing it out for Hamilton. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
He kind of forced that one there, didn't he? It's almost like he predetermined where he was going to go with the football.
Yeah, he wasn't really going through progressions. He wanted to go to his top guy. You do that against this defense, they'll make you pay, won't they?
Yeah, they certainly will. They react very quickly to the thrown football.
And he'll take it across midfield down into Jet territory. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. They look to throw. It's Locke. Able to get this to Gordon. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run past people right now. Take your shot at the end zone early in the down and distance count.
Now Gordon on 1st down. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line.
He was solid last week, over 100 yards in their victory on the ground. They want to get that going again.
Absolutely. What they also understand is that from week to week, it's not necessarily the same. but they want it to be, right? What they saw last week on the ground, they want to see in this game as well.
A gain of 13 yards.
Well, remember, they tried to give him the ball and let him run on the last play, but I think the light bulb went off in their play caller's mind, and this time they get it to him the more conventional way, and it's much more successful as well.
Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. The former third overall pick, Quentin Williams, there to bring him down. And it's never good to take a sack. You really don't want to take one down here in this part of the field, down near the red zone.
Not at all, because you're already pretty much assured of a field goal. But you take a big sack, it could push you out of range, and that's why defenses get a little more aggressive in this situation. They're almost conceding the 3 points. They want to push you back and try and take you out of that.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. Locke going to hand it off here to Gordon. And he's got room. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 22 yards on the pickup there. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Shotgun snap to Locke. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Pierre Desir. He's at the 50. 30. Past the 20. And it's a touchdown for the Jets.
Pierre Desir. Touchdown, Jets.
3rd down, passing down. They throw the extra defensive back in there for a nickel package, and it worked out.
And it's not anything that you would think is just great strategy. It's just that when you have 5 defensive backs on the field and an obvious passing down, it's a lot tougher to complete a pass. And on that play, they completed it just to the wrong team, and it cost them 6 points.
Now the try here for the extra point. He's got it, and the Jets lead 7-0. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick 6.
Sam Ficken to kick off for the Jets.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. A tough challenge here in this one. We'll see if he can duplicate the numbers on your screen that he put up last week, up over 100 and a touchdown.
We're watching tape to prepare for this game. One thing you noted that I totally agree with, great complementary piece in the last game. You know, they're able to throw it pretty well. He ran it exceptionally, and they hope to continue that same formula in this game.
Complimentary with an E, not an I.
That's my English teacher right there.
A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going and are controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off. Well, they've got man coverage on the outside, and my scouting report on these DBs tells me that they love to take matters in their own hands. They want man coverage, not zone. And there was good coverage there that forced the incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Locke to throw. Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. Got what they needed there. The drive continues with a 9-yard pickup.
Gain of 9 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a 1st down.
Throwing on first down is Locke. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
That's what you're going to need to do against those big receivers. You got to get in there and get physical with them. That time he got in close, got in tight, and knocked the ball away.
And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Quinnen Williams, his second sack of the night. Boy, he came in off the edge so quickly there.
Look out, because that's exactly what it was being shouted by the offensive lineman to his quarterback, because he had no chance to block him.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. Operating from the gun. Locke. He's going to wind up and air it out. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Well, the crowd doesn't like that. Was going to bring up 4th. Now it's 1st.
They don't like it at all, do they? It brings them back into it, but really not in a positive way. Now they're angry. That can jangle a team a little bit as well. Pass interference ruined that series of downs for them.
So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Following the penalty, here's Gordon. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Brought down at the 20.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And partner, to me, that one was all about timing. If he's there too early, it's going to be a pass interference call. If he's too late, it's a completed pass. He was Johnny on the spot on that one.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run it. Here's Gordon. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains.
We know Melvin Gordon is very effective getting to the perimeter, but being a former University of Wisconsin Badger means you know how to run the ball inside and with power as well. I also like the fact that he's a weapon in the passing game. Had as many as 58 catches in a season. Throw it to him in space and look out.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Into the red zone, it's Locke. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he is into the end zone for a Denver touchdown. Tim Patrick, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Broncos are an extra point away from tying the football game. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
On here, Brandon McManus for the point after. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it ends with a Denver touchdown.
Brandon McManus.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here, and if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and it's incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Mark Barron drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down.
Well, that play was the very definition of fast, quick, and in a hurry. Suddenly, he was there.
Yeah, blink of an eye, that happened fast, and a big sack. Here's Braden Mann now, as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, 4 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. So the Broncos coming out now. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown. Now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard, 2nd and 11.
And they've just not been able to block him at all throughout this game. Seems like every other play, he's doing something in the backfield. Already got 2 sacks, and now here's a tackle behind the line.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. From the gun, Locke. He's got his big tight end, Fant. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were unable to make anything really big out of that, but it's not a bad idea to find your tight end and give him an easy completion and keep moving things forward. Almost as bread and butter as a good running back dive play.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down. These two teams all tied after 1.
The score tied 7-7.
If you know, you know. That's the reason we ball for. Circle round twice for the encore. If you know, you know.
The Broncos on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Locke. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. The Jets have Braxton Berrios back deep. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. This is taken at the 18. Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Le'Veon Bell and the Jets ready to begin their next drive. Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10, just shy of the 30. Out of the gun. It's this one to Le'Veon Bell. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
Brings up 2nd.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line.
That's good for a Jets.
Well, we've seen running backs in today's NFL get involved in the passing game. Maybe it's about time more receivers like that get involved in the running game.
And that is something we are seeing more and more in this league, no question about it. That wasn't the biggest of gains, but it was enough to get them a 1st down. And it continues to test the defense. They have to think on every play about who might end up with the ball.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. And down he goes at the 49, a 3-yard pickup.
26, Le'Veon Bell.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
On 2nd down, it's Bell. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line.
5-yard line.
A nickel set defensively for the Broncos here on 3rd down. Darnold. That is caught. It's Perriman. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. His 1st catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down.
Completion there to Brashad Perriman, and the best part of his game coming out of UCF, his ability to run. A sub-4.4 sprinter. They need him now in New York to replace speedster Robbie Anderson, who signed with Carolina. He's going to take over the outside vertical routes that Anderson provided, and they're hoping for big plays downfield.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. And he finds a man on a crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as they'll make the tackle at the Broncos 21. 15 yards on the play, 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. 1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look. The give is to Bell. And not much to speak of there. Maybe a yard down to the 20.
Bell, the ball carrier.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
On 2nd and 9, Darnold, and that'll be incomplete. Darnold took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Well, they certainly did a nice job there, picking him up out of the backfield and then running stride for stride with him. That's good coverage, and it led to an incompletion.
The Jets on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. Meanwhile, on 3rd down, they take a shot at the end zone, but it's incomplete.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
So on 4th down, the Jets turn to kicker Sam Ficken. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. Ficken's kick is good. And the Jets hit the board first. It's 3-0.
Makes the score Jets 10, Broncos 7.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
Sam Ficken to kick off for the Jets.
After knocking the field goal through, Ficken now kicking off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 30.
Melvin Gordon now, he and the offense, they trot back out there. And I'm wondering if maybe they don't go away from him on this drive a little bit. He's been great, but they haven't scored a lot of points.
I think they still have to show him as a threat, make sure he touches it a few times. But as you pointed out, use him as a decoy a little bit and get the ball in the hands of some other people in order to put more points on the board. But he's done a really nice job of establishing them with his running.
Yeah, he's established himself well. Now can they put more points up? They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
Out of bounds.
People worry about throwing the out route because often it can get jumped, and that can turn into either an incompletion or an interception. But not on that one. Everything came together, and he catches it and goes over the sideline.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. They'll give it to Gordon out of the shotgun. And the hole closes quickly. He gets it across the 35 to the 36-yard line. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
3rd down.
From the gun, Locke. Got a man complete. It's Hamler. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. His first catch there, good for 10 yards and a first down.
Denver.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
Now a 10th carry for Melvin Gordon. And he works his way forward for about 4 up to the midfield stripe.
Gordon, the ball carrier.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Oh, he dropped it. They were looking for him in the middle 3rd. He couldn't catch it. Now 3rd down.
Right up to that point, I was about to say he's had a pretty good half catching the football, but let's just be honest about it. He should have caught that one.
And he knows that. That was one right in his breadbasket and one he normally catches. The Broncos on 3rd down. They've converted 4 times out of 6. Not bad. This will be 3rd and 6. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 29-yard line. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd.
First down.
Oh, that was a nice job there. Quarterback and receiver reading the pressure that was brought. They both knew it was going to open up the middle of the field. Nice little shake and bake at the line of scrimmage, got right into his route. And the quarterback hit him in stride, and he was able to run free after the catch.
On 1st down, Locke looking middle, and it's incomplete. He was looking for the rookie Jerry Jeudy there, but it'll be 2nd down.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. That one into the hands of Hamilton. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 12 yards there and a first down.
But one of the ways the quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, Never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Now the handoff comes to Gordon. He gets it forward for 4, maybe 5, but the flags fly. And this one could be coming back. That one whistled against a big right tackle.
You'd think being able to fire out and block it'd be a lot easier to not commit a holding penalty, but it's tough to keep those guys right in front, isn't it?
They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Locke looks to throw it again. This is the tight end Fant. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
Noah Fant was a first-round pick in 2019, and he was picked because of his receiving skills. Had 40 catches in his rookie season for 562 yards. Did have 2 games where he topped 100 yards in each of those. Yes, he's still developing as a blocker, but that's not why he went in the first round. He went there for his ability to make big plays down the field.
Well, they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. 1st and goal, Melvin Gordon. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. The tackle will be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
They'll try and punch it in. Gordon, and he will take it in for a Bronco touchdown. Melvin Gordon, his 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Broncos have retaken the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
Now McManus to tack on the extra point. And that makes it 14-10. So that one a long 11-play drive. And it's capped off by a touchdown run coming from Melvin Gordon. After the touchdown, here's McManus now to kick it away. And able to get this out to the 25.
1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York set to take the field. And last time able to get 3. That's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. The drive starting with a 1st down, 11 yards on that pickup.
A good run there off right tackle. In an old school NFL football, the right side, the offensive line, often known as the nasty side. The left side, usually the technical side. Kind of reminds me of the old Atlanta Falcons 2009, 2010. That's how they constructed their offensive line.
Now a pass taken in by the tight end Herndon. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
Darnold hitting his tight end, Herndon. That catch good for 5. It's 3rd down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Here's a man who's now third all-time in rush yards, Frank Gore. And he's got a first down as he's up to the 48. It's a first down following a gain of 3. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to the ground, this time with Bell. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
It's funny, partner. Le'Veon Bell, when he came out of Michigan State, when I go back and look at my analysis of him and what my grades were for him, thought he was a big-time player, great potential, but I didn't know we were going to get this player. I was used to a big, solid, thick running back, but now I've got a full package, a guy who can do everything, as we just saw there, including breaking tackles.
But at the time, second-round pick in 2013, some people probably wishing they'd taken him in the first. Darnold completes it, and give him 6 yards here as he's stopped near the 35 at the 34. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
At the 34-yard line.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Now a pass dumped off to his running back. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. That one a first down pickup of 8.
1st and 10 at the 26-yard line.
On first down, it's Darnold. Crowder's got it over the middle. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards.
18-yard line.
And this is incomplete. And that one off the mark behind him. Incomplete.
A.J. Boye on the coverage.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
I haven't met a football team yet that runs the ball successfully that doesn't talk about having an attitude to be a running football team, right? You got to be able to put your nose in there, smell where the first down sticks are, and get there.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down. Darnold from the gun. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Chris Herndon, his first touchdown on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
Fickin for the extra point. It's good, and they'll take a 17-14 lead. That one in the books as a 12-play drive. And it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Now Fickin to kick off following the touchdown. To return it, here's Deontay Spencer. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Deontay Spencer on the return. The Broncos take over 1st and 10
Here now a look at Melvin Gordon. He's been good. They've utilized him well, but they're losing here in the second quarter. What might they change offensively?
I think that what you try and do is expand how you get the ball to him a little bit. Get him out in open space, maybe swing the ball to him. What's that they used to call in the West Coast offense, the long handoff? Yeah. Serve as your running play that way, as well as continue to feed him the football. Some of these runs now may pop bigger later in the game because of the effects of running it. Sometimes people, after a while, they don't want to tackle him anymore, or they get tired, or they get out of position, or he runs through tackles. Continue to feed him the ball. He's having that kind of game.
Yeah, might they get him the ball in some space in some different ways here. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. To throw again. Lock. He'll be taken down. The Jets get in there for the sack. Alec Ogletree in there to bury him for a loss of 11.
And it's 3rd down.
Flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
Okay, Brandon, Charles, thanks very much. Welcome in, everybody, to our EA Sports halftime report. Let's take a look at what we've got on tap as we wrap up the first quarter of the NFL season. Some great games coming up on Sunday, highlighted by a 1 o'clock matchup in Miami. A good test for the Dolphins as they get set to match up with the Seattle Seahawks. In the late afternoon games, all eyes will be on Las Vegas. A glitzy matchup there, where it'll be the Raiders taking on the Las Vegas Raiders. And then lastly, the nation gets a good one on Sunday night between the Philadelphia Eagles and the San Francisco 49ers. Meanwhile, in our game, no shortage of offense as each team has been able to move the ball effectively. Will the defenses show up in the second half? To find out, we give it back to our commentators, Brandon Cotton and Charles Davis.
Thank you, sir. A field goal separates these two teams as we come back for this second half.
Sam Ficken to kick off for the Jets.
It'll be the Broncos getting the football first in this second half as they trail, and we are back underway. On the return is Spencer. And out a little across the 25 to the 27.
On the return, the Broncos take over 1st and 10. At their own 20.
Here comes the Broncos offensive unit here as they'll have it first to begin this third quarter. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up. And we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Fakes the give to Gordon. Now here's Locke to throw. This is Hamler on the receiving end. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Third down.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
On third down, this is Melvin Gordon. And Gordon's going to be stopped short. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's fourth down.
Another down on the scoreboard, but the urge to go for it is almost irresistible here on 4th and short. Yeah, I know they're on their own side of the field.
I was going to say.
Normally I would say punt the ball away, but I'm feeling it. I say go for it.
Here's Sam Martin now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. Here's Berrios. What a spin. So a good punt there, but a very strong 14-yard return. And out will come the offense as they take over. So here are the Jets now to take over. They were losers last week, dropping that game to the Indianapolis Colts. But the good news for them, they've got the lead right now and the football. 1st and 10. Here's Darnold. Short pass caught by the tight end Griffin. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
8 yards on the pickup. Brings up
facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. A give to Bell. And he'll get it out to midfield. Let's see how they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50. Decided to hand it off that time on the run-pass option.
Appeared to be an easy decision. Just gave it inside. Nice steady gain.
Now after the run by Bell, here's another 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. He's got his man on the crossing route. And this is going to be another 1st down as he'll make the tackle at the Broncos' 26. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
6-yard line.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3.
The tackle made.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold, throw complete to Herndon. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
It's a gain of 2.
That was an okay hook up there with his tight end, but unfortunately, they didn't get the kind of yards they had hoped for. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
From the gun on 3rd down, here's Darnold. It's caught by Herndon. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Chris Herndon with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead.
Well, we know someone just added to his touchdown passing total, but all he did was get the ball out quickly to his tight end and let him take care of business the rest of the way.
Ficken on now for the point after. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a Jet touchdown.
Broncos 14. Ficken to kick off for the Jets.
Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. On the return is Spencer. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Melvin Gordon leading Denver's offense back out. And there are the numbers. Got off to that torrid hot start. We thought he was in for maybe a career day. Not the case.
No doubt about it. It almost looks like a misprint after what we saw in the first half. But let's give a little bit of credit to the guys on our side of the ball. They went in at halftime, made a few adjustments. And you know what else? They didn't lose their confidence in their ability to play. Because a lot of times you get beat down in the first half, it gets ugly in the second half. They've come out with a new resolve and a renewed determination.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. Shotgun snap to Locke. Airing it out for Hamilton. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Deshaun Hamilton, the intended receiver, and it's 3rd and short.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Locke working out of the gun. He'll get this one to Patrick. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. Denver has a first down on the 15-yard play.
First down, Denver.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
First down, Gordon. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
3-yard pickup. Brings up 2nd and 7.
On 2nd and 7, Locke. That's going to be caught by Judy. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. They had 3 yards on first down, just 1 yard there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Sets up the screen to Gordon. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
That's a play that will likely be forgotten when you talk about big moments in this game. But plays like this are critical to keep drives going. And if points result, we'll call this play significant.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. The busy night continues for Gordon as he gets it here. And he's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Line of scrimmage, the 24. This is 2nd and 6. They look to throw. It's Locke. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. That time he was looking for Jerry Jeudy. 3rd down here.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. And the Jets defense making things difficult there. 4th down. So 2 3rd-down conversions on this drive, but not able to get a 3rd, and now they deal with 4th down. So on 4th down, on comes Brandon McManus and the field goal unit for the Broncos. He's going to need a little mustard on this one. It will be a 51-yard attempt. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And this is back down to a 7-point game.
Broncos 17.
These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted, but I have a theory about it. You want to hear it?
Yeah.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason.
Their own 27-yard line.
New York ready to go again offensively. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away. And this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
And they'll keep it on the ground with Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Le'Veon Bell.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Flushed out right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. And for the defense, their 3rd sack of the game.
That number tells you that they're starting to put it together with their defensive game plan. They're starting to feel pretty good about what the offense is doing, bringing the pressure at the right time, and putting the quarterback on the ground.
And he's going to go down again. Draymond Jones. He's the one to get him this time, and back-to-back sacks brings up 4th down. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Here's the Jets punter now, as he'll come on to kick this one away. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Denver's offense ready to go again. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Right off the bat, it's a 1st down to start the drive, 12 yards.
In the offseason, Melvin Gordon made the move over from the Los Angeles Chargers to the Denver Broncos. He stayed in the AFC West, and now he has a mission to get back to being mentioned as one of the top backs in the league. With a young quarterback, Drew Lock, there, expect him to catch a ton of passes out of the backfield and use his ability in open space to make people miss.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Gordon. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
32-yard line.
Well, thanks for joining us here on a Thursday night in the NFL. 3rd quarter, 2nd and 10 coming up. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. Jordan Jenkins in there to bury him for a loss of 11. And we say it all the time, have to be able to get rid of the ball sooner than that.
You have to help your offensive line out. They're going to protect you as best they can. And if you're getting 3 to 5 seconds to throw the ball, they're doing a really nice job. But when you hold it and give up a sack, you're really almost discrediting their work.
So 3rd and long now for Locke and the Broncos following the sack. From the gun, it's Locke. Oh, he's able to outmuscle him here as he pulls it in. A real letdown defensively. That was 3rd and a bundle, but they allow the conversion.
Denver.
Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
Two first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Now a play fake, and here's Locke. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this 3rd quarter of play. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Broncos trailing, but they do have possession of the football as we begin quarter number 4. The incomplete pass here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Well, plays like that, Charles, no doubt, they're just going to continue to fuel this crowd.
And this defense is already playing well, but it also feeds on the energy of that crowd that you're talking about, and that takes them up to another level. Right now, they're playing really loose. They've got the lead, and what a nice stop they just made there behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, that last completion certainly not what they were hoping for, as now they'll try to convert on 3rd. Again, it's Locke. And this is going to be incomplete. The 4th and very long coming up. You're out of field goal range. I don't know that you can go for this.
Well, I know that you want to, right? You know that they want to say, hey, let's go for this. We've got the perfect play drawn up. Let's do it. But I wouldn't go for it either. I agree with you totally. You're only down 1 score. Punt it. Let your defense pick you up.
And here now the punter, Martin, booming this one away. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return.
The Jets take over 1st.
Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. Their defense got to stop, force the punt, and now you really start to monitor the clock as they nurse this slim lead. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Darnold. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. A.J. Bouye, the fine quarterback, there to make the play defensively.
He certainly looked like someone was very confident in his ability to fit that one in. I would say he was overconfident because there wasn't a whole lot of separation there. Had that one covered pretty well downfield and knocked it away.
And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. 11 yards there, first down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect him to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here. They show run with 3 tight ends here on first down. Here's Bell. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line.
Bell, the ball carrier.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Now off the bootleg, Darnold. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. But slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. Just a yard on the run there, and that's going to bring us to a fourth down. This late in the game, Charles, I think you maybe seriously have to think about going for it.
Especially where they are in terms of field position, because this is almost like no man's land. Might hurt your punter because there might not be enough space, maybe too far for your field goal kicker. I'm like the old rule. Possession is 9/10 of the law. Possession is 9/10 of winning the game. Go for it. Get the first down. Close it out.
The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. They'll run it with Gore. And he won't get there. They stop him a few yards short of the line to gain. Frank Gore's converted these his entire career, but not there. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. So that's a decision that could loom pretty large here. They go for it on 4th down, but come up empty.
But I actually like the call, and the reason? It shows me a head coach has faith in his team overall. First, on the offensive side, thinking they can pick it up, but also knowing that he has faith in his defense that if they don't, they'll go out there and stop him. I like the confidence he showed.
You and I watched film yesterday, and you told me to watch his feet. For whatever reason, his footwork just looked off on that throw.
And you always love it when an ex-defensive back talks quarterback mechanics, right?
Well, but you're good at it.
Well, I try, all right? I don't know how good I am, but it doesn't take much to tell. His mechanics are off a little bit, exactly what you described. Footwork, that led to the incompletion.
Lock again here on 2nd and 10. Got Gordon open, completes it. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 11 yards there, first down.
I like the design that we're seeing right there. This is what they need. Down by a touchdown here in the 4th. They just need to keep working their way downfield. And when they see openings, take their shots.
Clock now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Well, that was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. To throw again. Lock. Finding the open man, and that's Tim Patrick. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. second down completion got him 7. Now here's 3rd and 3. Got a man. It's Judy complete. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27. The second-year man lock to the rookie Judy for a Bronco first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Locke looks to throw it again. And that's going to be too high. Out of bounds and incomplete.
They'll probably spend a little extra time dissecting the game film after this. When I think the part of their plan was to hit them over the top of the deep ball. They've been unsuccessful all night.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing again. Locke. Outright, this one goes to Patrick. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football. This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They'll go for it. It's Locke. And that is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Jets are going to get the football back. And he'll have a tough time living that one down. It's one thing, Charles, to drop a pass. It's quite another to drop it on 4th down.
And so many teams work on that in terms of locking in on those key downs. You know, I've seen, you and I both been to practices where we've seen, hey, 3rd down situation, big 3rd down alert, lock in here, 4th down play, make sure you're focused just a little bit extra. It didn't pay off in that situation.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 23. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. He's got Herndon, his tight end. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. Give him 9 there on the 1st down completion. 32-yard ball. That tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Darnold. Out right here to Herndon. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Nice rhythm throw there on 1st down. He located his tight end, made it a nice, easy pitch and catch.
Hoping he can break a tackle or two. Wasn't able to do that there, but still good yardage. Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Hooking up over the middle with Herndon. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Bell with a 1st down carry there as he'll get about 4 out of that. Now, I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely, you want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Darnold completes it. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
Couldn't just sit on it here, could they? Had to throw the ball on third down. Got the big completion in the pickup. Fresh set of downs now. They've got to feel great.
And defensively, a backbreaker. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep, try and throw some air under it, and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5. The Jets on third down. They've hit on half of them, 5 for 10. This will be 3rd and 5. Again, it's Bell. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. 2 yards on the pickup there. It's 4th down.
Well, that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here.
29-yard attempt.
Oh, that one got away from him. Short distance kick missed. No good. Way wide to the right. And this score will stay right where it is. We see Drew Lock in the offense coming back on. I would imagine you want to win every game big, but if you're a quarterback in the NFL, this is the spot that you love.
You've been dreaming of it since you were a kid, playing in the backyard or the front yard, wherever, where you went through those imaginary situations. Now it's real, though. What practice have you put in since the OTAs and mini camps, preseason camp, sequence of plays, get the ball to the outside, get it out of bounds, save your timeouts, move the ball downfield, and get your team in position to win the game.
And a field goal, of course, no good. They need a score.
At the 30-yard
Nice catch there by the rookie out of Alabama, Jerry Jeudy, and I am fired up to see the chemistry develop between he and Drew Lock, their quarterback, and in addition, Cortland Sutton, their Pro Bowl wide receiver from last year. This might be the best pair of receivers the Broncos have had since Demaryius Bebe Thomas and Emmanuel Sanders. This should be fun for Bronco fans to watch.
6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down.
Denver.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. So it's Bronco football as we get you reset here. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Back to throw. Lock. Open man here is Hamilton.
Lock's pass.
That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down. Now the Broncos are going to call the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Lock to throw. He's got his tight end Fant. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Oh, no, he lost the football. And it's scooped up by the Jets. He's at the 30, 10, and this defense has broken it open as they return it to the house for 6. This was a close game. They needed a little breathing room where they got it right there on that return for a touchdown.
Yeah, we would say that this could be huge. Forget it. It was huge. Gave them a comfortable lead.
For the point after, Sam Ficken. And the lead is up to 14. So not only the cough up, but then the pickup on the other side, the scoop, and the score the other way. The fumble return for a touchdown.
For the Jets.
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. On the return is Spencer. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Broncos take over 1st and 10 at their own 20.
Now Drew Lock and the Broncos. Down by 2 touchdowns, 70 seconds remaining. Now the missed field goal, that was big. That keeps them within 2 scores, and they've got it 1st and 10. Lock now on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. To throw again. Lock. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. Shotgun snap to Lock. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Brown McDougal. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
He'll be hit down at the 33, 5 yards on the play. Now the Broncos going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll fake the handoff. Now Darnold. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. Now the Broncos will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Now Bell. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. That gets him 3 yards closer here as it brings up 2nd and goal. The 6-yard line, the line of scrimmage on 2nd and goal. Back to the ground, this time with Gore. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Frank Gore, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets will extend their lead.
Well, partner, when a team's up this big, this late in the game, I always wonder what's their motivation, because if it's me, I'm thinking about pulling on the reins a little bit. But for them, I don't think it's in their DNA. It's not in their head coach's makeup at all. I think his opinion is, you stop us, we're not supposed to pull back ourselves.
Ficken for the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Just a 4-play drive that time. And it ends with a Frank Gore touchdown run.
Sam Ficken to kick off for the Jets.
Now Ficken to kick off following the touchdown. Pulls it in at the 13. And a penalty marker's down on the field. And they might be backing up a bit here to start the drive. Well, that holding call set him up with not great field position.
Not at all when you tack on the penalty. With that field position after the return wasn't terrific, it's not a great starting field position as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Block working out of the gun. This is Gordon on the dump off. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a 1st down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10. Options galore here. 2nd and a few inches.
17.
Charles, we saw a lot of points go up in this one. Certainly defensively, stuff that they can look at on film, don't you think?
No doubt about it. And they've got to go back and check where the errors are, how they're going to fix them, and continue to get better at what they do. But they also need a little adjustment with their confidence. To give up that many points, even if you win a game, that can hurt you.
So for the Jets, it'll be a 500 start as the win gets them back to 2-2. And now they'll get the weekend off as they get a little extra time to prepare to face the Arizona Cardinals. Meanwhile, for the Broncos, they'll drop down to 1-3. And they'll look to get back in the winning column next week as they head to Foxborough to face off against the New England Patriots. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.